So we watched the first 3 episodes of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I'm really enjoying it. I didn't realize how much I had forgotten until I realized I'd pretty much forgotten everything. There's definitely some gruesome parts, so just be aware of that going in. I guess a trigger warning for grief and loss of a loved one is really the only thing I can say besides just like gore and gross scenery. It's the first 3 episodes, so it's just kind of setting you up. I haven't really noticed anything different, but like I can't tell the difference quite yet. It seems like little things were changed, but not substantial details. I might try and keep track of that. If I'm like, oh, this is definitely different, or it veered off in a different direction, then yeah, I might make note of that. Otherwise, it's really good, but so is Fullmetal Alchemist. So, I don't know. I am headed to bed. Tomorrow is Sunday. Today was Saturday. I'm hoping I can play some Destiny on my PC with Rachael from Rachael Marie Book Journey, and then I'm also sorting my cat into our Hogwarts houses. I had you guys vote on whether or not you wanted to see just me sorted into my Hogwarts house, my other cats, or both of us in one video, and you voted for both of us in one video. I'm incredibly nervous about not being placed into Gryffindor, because that's never ever happened to me before, even BuzzFeed. I'm a little nervous, but it'll still be fun, and Miss Belly Boo over here has not been sorted into her house. We're gonna see what she is, and yeah, so I will see you in the morning, and hopefully I won't look like this anymore.
So vast as the sky, with faraway clouds just wandering by. So vast as the sky, with faraway clouds just wandering by. So vast as the sky, with faraway clouds just wandering by. So vast as the sky, with faraway clouds just wandering by. So vast as the sky, with faraway clouds just wandering by.
Okay, my boring week is over and I am now headed to Boston. And to get coffee.
So vast as the sky, with faraway clouds just wandering by. So vast as the sky, with faraway clouds just wandering by. So vast as the sky, with faraway clouds just wandering by.
Hello and good morning. Because you watched the B-roll, you realize I am on vacation. My mom and I have actually been planning this trip for quite some time, and that is a trip to Boston and Salem, Massachusetts. We are switching Airbnbs. This Airbnb was really, really nice, but it is filled with flies. I don't know. We're just rolling with it, and we got a refund, and the Airbnb people were so nice, but yeah, it's filled with flies, so we're going to move. It's very odd. I've never had that kind of problem before, and they said that they haven't either. So yes, we're moving locations, and I'm really excited. It's completely like blustery and terrible weather outside, but that's kind of how I've always pictured Boston. Sorry, Boston. Yeah, I'm just totally fine with the bad weather on a vacation. That's never really bothered me. I don't need it to be like sunny everywhere I go. You can't tell, but it's really windy right now. Yes. Yeah, I've never been here. I don't know if this is... Okay, cool. Instead, it's kind of just adding to the blustery mood. I brought some books, and I'm just really excited. I do have Witchathon coming up at the end of the month, and I've decided that I'm going to be, for this Witchathon, finishing all of the books I've started in October to fit the prompts. So I do have a couple different books I'm going to start. One of the books is actually my mom's book, and it's a book she says is really touching to her and what she knows about our history, and one of the Witchathon prompts is to read a book that has to do with your heritage. So I'm gonna do some really elegant backflips across this bed. So I am going to be reading The Secret History of Witches by Louisa Morgan. Yeah, my mom has just been completely smitten by this book, and she is the one that taught me witchcraft. I don't know a lot about my heritage, except my mom is not the first in my family to pick up witchcraft, and I'm one of the first openly practicing witches in my family. So I just thought it'd be really nice and important, and what better place to start than Salem, Massachusetts with my mom, who is the basis and catalyst for me practicing witchcraft. I'm really excited. I don't know really anything about it, except for it's A Secret History of Witches, and that my mom was crying on the airplane while reading it. So very excited. I'm looking forward to it. I think that's the only update I have. If you haven't noticed, I'm also sick. So I'm sick, there's flies in my hotel room, and it's pouring down rain, and I am having a good day. So really, it doesn't take much for me, but I feel incredibly blessed, and I feel at an all-time high because I'm here with my mom, and she went out of her way to try and plan this trip, and I'm just really excited for it. So I'm going to have fun no matter what.
introduction.
Okay, so we are in Barnes & Noble. Katie right now is looking for books for me. She just pretty much made up a challenge on the spot. She is going to be picking books she thinks I will know, and I am going to have to guess what the book is based off of the blurb. That's pretty much what we're doing. We also did this for Katie on her channel, so I will link that up above, and you can go ahead and watch it over there. Right now she's finding some books for me, and I'm going to try and guess them. You'll get the idea as soon as we start. It's also really nerve-wracking because we are in a Barnes & Noble, but because we're together, I think we're just like feeding off of each other's confidence here, because vlogging in public while people are walking by is terrifying.
And I can't say anything?
No, you can't say anything at all.
And I can't throw stuff?
Okay, so this first one I think might be the most obvious one, but I think it'll be hard with all the names and places removed.
Okay.
Blank's power has grown, but not without a price. She is the blank. Hunted across the blank.
Are you kidding?
Haunted by the lives she took on the blank. But she and blank can't outrun their enemies for long. Also, this is part of a series, not the first book. If you get anything in the series, I'll be impressed. The blank is more determined than ever to claim blank's magic and use it to take the blank throne. With nowhere else to turn, blank enlists the help of the infamous privateer and sets out to lead the blank.
Okay.
When the truth of blank's destiny unfolds, she slips deeper into the blank's deadly game of forbidden magic and further away from her humanity. To save her country, blank will have to choose between her power and the love she thought should always be her shelter. No victory can come without sacrifice. Only she can face the oncoming storm.
Okay, I was gonna say Siege and Storm.
Damn it, you got it.
What? There's the word privateer.
I know. I was
Nikolai's
like,
my baby.
That's gonna give it away.
Oh my. Okay.
Good job, Jade.
Yeah, what the heck?
Thank you,
This
Mom.
next-
That was excellent. That was
actually-
like very
I
impressive.
know. I actually have no idea if Jade has read this. We're just gonna go for it. Defiance is survival. Blank's world has been under attack for decades. Now pilots are the heroes of what's left of the human race, and becoming one has always been Blank's dream. But her fate is intertwined with that of her father, a pilot himself who was killed years ago when he abruptly deserted his team, leaving Blank's chances of attending flight school at slim to none. No one will let Blank forget what her father did, yet fate works in mysterious ways, and an accidental discovery in a long-forgotten cavern might just provide her with a way to claim the stars.
So it's a sci-fi?
Yes,
Okay. It's not Aurora Rising. That doesn't.
correct.
Does it have like a couple where they're like almost touching?
No.
Did it say she was a mechanic?
No.
Okay. I'm like trying to think of every young
harder than you
adult
think,
sci-fi. Yeah. Okay. It's not like the Scarlet series or whatever.
Oh, Cinder?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Crap. No, I'm gonna get this one wrong.
You're gonna kick yourself when you see one.
Pilot. That's not Illumine. Why are there so many freaking sci-fis with women with crap dads? Just tell me. No! No! I've never read this series before.
On a continent ruled by 3 empires, some are born blank. That might give it away. A magical skill that sets them apart from others. In the blank, there are almost as many types of magic as there are ways you can get in trouble, as 2 desperate young women know all too well. Blank is a blank. Okay, I'm just going to leave the rest of that line out. It's a powerful magic many would kill to have on their side, especially amongst the nobility to which Blank was born. So Blank must keep her gift hidden, lest she be used as a pawn in the struggle between empires. Blank, a blank, can see invisible ties that bind and entangle the lives around her, but she cannot see the bond that touch her own heart. Her unlikely friendship with Blank has taken her from life as an outcast to one of reckless adventure, where she is a cool, wary balance to Blank's hot-headed impulsiveness. Blank and Blank just want to be free to live their own lives, but war is coming to the Blank. With the help of the cunning Prince, Blank, a ship's captain, and the hindrance of a Blank, bent on revenge, the friends must fight emperors, princes, and mercenaries alike who will stop at nothing to get their hands on the Blank. Which, now that I'm reading this full description, this sounds awesome.
I was just about to say, I'm like, this sounds really good. What is it? No, I actually have no idea what this is. It sounds really interesting, though.
Let's help you. Books that have to do with magic and friendships.
Katie?
I'm trying to not give it away.
Okay, where would I have known this book? Like, can you give me some, like, I gave you Madison.
I think I saw Liv read it the other day. It just came out with the 3rd book in the series. The first
Okay.
one was published in 2015.
So it's one I probably just missed.
I will tell you that every book in the series has a similar format with the title, and it's a one-word title.
Yeah, because they're all long now. They're all like
The blank and the blank.
Daughters of la 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 la. I don't know what that one is either. This.
Will I tell you that I just mentioned it to you before when we were perusing?
Oh, okay. So now we're testing my friendship here.
We're testing your short-term memory.
That's not good. All right, things you just mentioned. Things we were talking about.
I want to give hints and clues.
You can't.
You know what it is.
I don't want to give hints.
The author's initials are SD. I'm giving you so many hints.
I know, you're doing so well. Reflecting back on our conversations, your boyfriend's going to medical school.
No, he's not. He's in nursing school.
Oh yeah, well, there's my short-term memory for you.
So today we learned Jade
like
has really
the-
bad short-term memory.
You like Frozen.
Okay, it was a conversation in the young adult aisle, one aisle over, where we were talking about,
Oh, so it was like 10 minutes ago.
yes, maybe not more than a sentence.
That's enough. Tell it to me. I have to know. No. No. No.
Really cool cover.
Sounds really awesome.
Yeah, it does. I would have never actually read the blurb of this, so this is something great that's come out of it. It was like,
Now you know this
yeah,
book.
no, this sounds really good. And see, I thought you were talking about The Witcher. When you mentioned, I was like, oh yeah, I've heard that's great. Yeah, no, people have said that this is good. Alright, so go over to Katie's channel if you would like to see Katie nail this while I fail this.
We'll see,
All right.
we'll see.
It's gonna be better.
Hello. So I'm about to enter the hotel room, but I had such a good time with Katie. She showed us around Boston and her home, and it was just really, really cool. Boston has been super duper neat. It has so many historical elements. You can just see a lot of American history surrounding you. It's overall just a really, really neat place. We're actually leaving tomorrow night. I am sorry I haven't talked much in this vlog at all. I'm going to go inside and get some sleep as it is rather late, and I want to wake up early in the morning and get everything done without having to be in a hurry to catch a flight. See you then. Hello! Okay, I am back from Salem. As you can see, I'm repping Salem, immediately getting back from Salem. Also, excuse all of the laundry I have on the floor. I packed in a hurry, so I kind of just ripped apart everything I owned. I wanted to talk about Salem and how I felt about Salem, but I also know this vlog is getting incredibly long, so I'm just gonna hit some highlights. Salem, Massachusetts was absolutely fantastic. I was not expecting to have such a spiritual connection with it, and I was really afraid it was just going to be a gimmicky Halloween type town. No offense to Halloween Town, which I will be visiting in a different vlog. Salem was absolutely beautiful. It had really positive energy. My mom and I definitely felt that a lot of witchcraft beliefs and traditions were being really highly respected in a space where there was a lot of tourism. It ended up just being a really open and positive space to talk about witchcraft, whether it was your first time hearing about it or if you were a practicing witch and you were just trying to look for other people with those similar interests. It ended up being quite the pilgrimage. We were stationed just outside of Boston, so we were able to visit Boston some of the days and Salem part of the days, and I do have to say Salem just struck a chord with both of us, and we had an amazing time. The people there were absolutely fantastic. The memorial they had for the witchcraft trials was really elegantly done. There wasn't like an admission fee or any sort of like elaborate signage or ways of like drawing in tourism. Instead, it was just a really peaceful, quiet, respectful place. It had an explanation of what happened with the Salem witch trials, who was affected, and ultimately like why they came to be. There are several different reasons as to why the Salem witch trials happened. However, there's no actual proof that they were actual practitioners, but that's really not the point. The point is that witchcraft was something that was illegal and shameful, and you could easily die for doing it. Getting to see this space be reimagined as a place to celebrate witchcraft and just celebrate being unique and different was really amazing to see, and I had never experienced a space where that's happened for me. It wasn't until I went to Samhain celebration there and saw this holiday was coming up, a holiday that I celebrate, but it was just an open public holiday. Seeing something I celebrate in such a public space, like you would see a Christmas parade or an Easter Sunday picnic in the park, it was celebrating Samhain, and I just was absolutely mesmerized by it, and it made me feel really comfortable and really warm Mormon side. That's all the mushy stuff. The rest of it was just really awesome and cool. I know it looks like I mostly just did a bunch of shopping, but there were a lot of personal moments between me and my mom in between. I didn't film, so. I know I didn't talk about reading very much. Secret History of Witches is one that I am still reading. I'm reading it for Witchathon. I should be vlogging for that soon, like real soon. And so far, I'm liking quite a bit of the journey and perspective as it goes through each generation, and you get to know each character, and as these traditions are passed down, they're transformed in different ways. It has a lot of fantastic pieces to it. I disagree with some of the practices that some of these witches are doing, but every witch is different, and I will get into that later. But for now, thank you so much for journeying with me to Salem and Boston, for sticking with me for this incredibly long vlog. I hope you are enjoying the sun or more stars wherever you are, and until next time, bye!